That's right. Get your scope out, get your beam out, get whatever you need to take aim. Because we're going to show you why in year 1, 2, and 3 it's crucial that you focus on targeting specific customers. We're going to give you an avatar for each year. So let's go ahead and dive on in and show you how we're going to level up your lawn care business right now. Let's go. Look guys, according to statistics, 80% of lawn care businesses fail within the first 18 months. And the reason is because they haven't focused on a specific customer. They spent too much money. Okay, but we're going to dive in on how we can focus on that one issue. We're going to give you an avatar for each year to make sure you don't fail. Congratulations to all those who have made it to that 18-month mark. To those who are just getting started, you got a ways to go. But I'm telling you right now, don't get discouraged. Don't give up. All of us are going to go through those times where we feel like we might want to. We're going to have people in the background chirping, saying, hey, this ain't a real job. You need to go out and get work. You know, kind of like similar to what people get on YouTube. But hey, we're lawn care nuts. We're crazy about lawn care. So let's get us a game plan together to make sure this doesn't happen to us. Those in year 3, hey, hats off to you. You finally figured it out. You haven't quit. But let's go. Even you need a little bit of advice on how to take care of customers and keep them, man. So let's go. Now, year 1, we want to focus on quantity, not quality. I know you guys may hear a lot of times people want to tell you, hey, you need to focus on the quality. The quality is not going to be there. You're just getting started. So what you want to do is get as many customers as you can. Why? The reason is you're going to fail at a lot of customers. A lot of customers aren't going to like the way you cut yard. Why? Because your skill set isn't there. A lot of them are going to think that they know more than you. They're going to ask you one of those key questions. How long you been cutting grass? Well, I used to. Don't even go there with them. Tell them you've been cutting grass for a long time. Key piece. Made the mistake telling people when I got started, and they're really just being nosy. Think you don't know what you're doing. I've been cutting grass since I was 7, 8 years old. So, hey, it's a lot for me to learn in this new game, and it's a lot about learning how to run a business. So in year 1, again, we want to focus on quantity, not quality, and that means you're going to be sharpening your skill set, getting better at what we do, absorbing a little knowledge, taking the headaches, you know, and don't worry about those customers you lose. I promise you, you're going to get more. For every customer I lost, I promise it's been 2 more that just showed up out of nowhere. Right, so those customers aren't yours. A lot of times those customers are the ones that give you the worst problems, right? You wind up cutting their yard for free, doing all kind of crazy stuff. So that year 1 avatar looks a little similar to this. Now some people may get offended. Some of my clients are actually YouTube subscribers, so they're gonna probably look at this a little differently. But hey, I'm here to support the new guys and the guys in the year 1, 2, and 3. Somebody gets sensitive, oh well, you know. But the reality of the situation is in that first year, you're going to be dealing with a lot of single women and also single men between the ages of 30 on up, right? Those are the people who are living in houses. Some of them probably, you know, living by themselves if they're single, and they just need somebody to cut the grass. That's where your most opportunity is going to lie, and opportunity to get better. They really just want their grass cut. Some of them can be sticklers about how you get your grass cut and things like that. But again, we're learning. You know, have your own focus and program on how you want to take care of these customers. That's what the avatar is going to be looking like, right? So if we're dealing with single people, what does that mean? The yards are going to be smaller. So our revenue in the first year is not going to be that great. We want to focus on just getting out there and getting the job done for people. That's how you get it in the year 1. When we move on to year 2 is a completely different situation. Now we can go ahead and focus on those customers that are a little bit older. Wait. A little bit older and more mature, meaning that they've got a family. They have a household with multiple streams of income coming in. This can be a little bit different because a lot of times you have what they call a little bit of confusion. You got to make sure you're getting with the person who's going to be responsible for getting you paid, right? That's the person you need to impress. But again, if there's two incomes coming into the same household, that means it's time for us to up our prices, right? Because we're gonna be cutting more square footage. Those are the things that you want to, focus on, making sure that you're now starting to be profitable. Remember what we said in year 2. That's where you realize, hey, this is for me. We're in the 24-month line, so we've already made it. And that's the goal, is to get past that 18 months. Once you get past that 18 months, you're in it like swimwear, man. It's time to go ahead, like I said, get yourself a game plan together, meaning that you have a certain way that you approach your customers. You've tried and erred and failed and failed and failed. Now this almost becomes routine. It ought to become part of your spiel, that every customer that you come across, that hand them that business card at the end of their service, right? And tell them, hey, look, I'm here to help you. Now, what have we done? We've established, hey, not only can we cut grass, we've also looked at the fact that, hey, we can get into their flower beds. We can do all kind of different things to keep them, generating more revenue into your business, right? They have more expendable income. So those are the two that we're looking at. When we move to year 3, now it's time for us to stomp with the big dogs, right? Now we want to start looking into commercial properties. How is that looking for us, right? Expanding our business. The certifications start to play into it. You also want to start making sure that you're lining yourself up with some kind of stream of income besides just cutting grass. What I mean is by getting those certifications that'll help you do things like flower beds. You may want to get into fertilization, stuff like that. That's all going to play a big part moving on down the road. What are we doing? We're building our foundation and telling people, hey, I'm here. I'm in it to win it. This isn't just some side hustle job. A lot of us will still be in a situation where we're working another job, and that's fine. But understand this. This comes through experience. Now, we're talking about the 18-month mark. We're not talking about the 18-month mark and you got a job in the background. We're not talking about the 18-month mark if you got, you're a trust fund baby and you got somebody who's funded your whole business. I see a lot of guys out there on YouTube saying, hey, I'm 16 years old and I made $2 million in my first year. I'm running a $2 million company. No, they're not. That's cap, man. It's not real. Don't buy into that. Don't become that guy that says, oh, I'm trying to compete with that. That is just like an outlier. That's not the real deal about what goes on in the lawn care industry. Most of the people out there are just like you and me. They're out there struggling. They're going to be nice when they want to quit. They're going to be nice when you got to go home and you got to eat ramen noodles or hot dogs or chili dogs, and not the good kind. I'm talking about the cheap kind where the cheese don't melt. So there's going to be times like that out there. You cannot compete with these guys. They're in a different space and place, and they're not telling you the real story about what's going on. But that does not mean you give up. We keep pushing, man. If you got a love for this, you can do this till whatever age you feel you are. If you're growing your business, the biggest thing you want to do is go out there, one, get your mentor, somebody that you can rely on to give you the real information about what's going on. Find you somebody on YouTube if you don't have anybody around. Hey, I'll raise my hand as a volunteer. I'll do anything I can to try to help you out and see you level up your lawn care game. So stay focused. Year 3, like I was saying, that's the time to go get those certifications. That's the time we want to start talking about government contracts. We want to start talking about state contracts and local contracts. Again, guys, do your research with your local state procurement offices. I will beat this into the ground because I'm telling you there's air and opportunity out there for you to be successful. And if you want it, you can go get it. It's really on you. Now, I've given you 3 different types of customers we're focusing on in order to level up your lawn care business. And if that sounds like something you want to do, I need you to go ahead and share this video with one of your friends, somebody in your family. I also want you to continue to support the channel. I appreciate you for tuning in. Let's go. It's time to level up. Stop playing.